Hi, everyone. Hi, Manifesting 101. Hi, HM. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Blue Rose. Hi, Nat. Hi, Liana. Oh, Nat, I saw your lovely message. I have to get back to you. How are you, darling? Hi, guys. So, guys, on TikTok, I'm over on YouTube now because it's YouTube Tuesday. I'm just putting the live on because the course is out, and I want you guys to all know that my subconsciouslaws.com website is live and the self concept course is now here. Hooray! What's this? I think I got kickback from sending. Oh, someone's having trouble with the credit card. I can't do anything about that. I'm not PayPal. She's live on TikTok. Yes, but I'm live here. This is actually where I'm live. So I'm answering the questions on YouTube, guys, not on TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, go over to the subconsciouslaws.com YouTube right now. That's where I'm answering questions. Hi, guys. Managing 101. Hey, Loz, I need your advice. So I have this issue where every time I don't get the reaction I want out of SP, I overthink. Here's 2 examples. So I had an accident with my friend. Someone hit us. He asked for my location, but I went back to the dorm. He didn't come to see me. He did call me, but I overthought because I wanted him to sleep over since I had been in an accident. Then today I ran behind him trying to scare him, and he just acted startled. No laugh, no small talk, nothing. So I just said I was trying to scare you, and then he told me, well, I'm about to go to my dorm. It's like in my head, we what? Darling, you're overthinking a whole lot of shit. Why are you doing that? Guys, you can read into whatever they're doing. You could pretend to scare them and go boo, and they go, and you think, oh my God, I've done the wrong thing. Or they could just be like, that was silly, and decide that they love you anyway. It's whatever you're reading into it, darling. Why are you reading into everything? If you started working on your self-concept, why are you getting so paranoid about every little thing they're doing? It doesn't sound like you're working on your self-concept at all. Because if you did, you wouldn't be reacting like that or overthinking like that. Hi, guys. Looking stunning as always. Oh, hello. You're live on YouTube and TikTok tonight. Well, I'm just turning TikTok on so everyone knows the course is live. But, guys, I'm actually live over on YouTube, okay? So come to the Subconscious Laws YouTube. You can click my link tree in my TikTok, and the bottom one is YouTube. Just click it and come over to YouTube live. Because you can write big, long questions there. Not like here, we can write one line. What's this, HM? I can only see one part. I can't see the top part. There's nothing to worry about his mind, and got rid of the other third party. I'll get rid of this one too. Issues my old thoughts reflecting with the past 2 days. I've been feeling anxious, unhappy, not just because of SP, but also uni and work is stressful at the moment. I'm desperately trying to secure my dream graduate job and get winter blues at this time of year. No, you don't. You're just telling yourself that. I'm allowing myself to feel these feelings because you said negative feelings can't be completely avoided, but tomorrow I want to be back to normal, not anxious about SP or anything. I refuse to go back to that depressive state. I've worked so hard the past 5 months to be happy with or without SP and confident in my manifestations. What can I do other than to turn these issues away? I don't even know what the first issue is, darling, because literally I can't see it. I don't know what the first thing was you wrote, but if there's a third party all of a sudden, you've got to work on the chosen shit. If you're feeling depressed or anxious all of a sudden, you've got to work on that. Guys, if you've done all the work and then something's happened in the 3D to throw you, or you feel like you got the blues because it's winter, that's your thinking. Oh, this has fucked everything up. Or because winter now I'm getting all depressed. Or you're looking out here and thinking out here is influencing your mind. No, it's not. It's your thinking about what's happening out here that's influencing your mind. It's your thinking about it. Anyone else could be in winter and love it and run around in the snow and build a snowman, but you think it's depressing. So you're thinking about it. Get a handle on that thinking, HM. Don't undo all your shit, all the work you've done. Last day, cousin that I haven't texted since 2019 called me randomly today. Does this count proof self-concept's on point? Absolutely. What's this, Blue Rose? SP called out of the blue a few nights ago. He said he didn't have my number saved, so he got it off a mutual friend. He needed to give me a witness statement. I agreed and stupidly told my nephew who called SP. SP told me not to tell anyone. SP messaged me that's the last time he will ask me for information. I reassured SP that no one will know. I told him I'll be there if he needs anything, and he said he doesn't want anything. Advice, please. Well, you probably had a dominant story there that you did something wrong, like allowing the nephew to call him, blah, 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 was a bad idea. And so you think you fucked it up. And so you've actually manifested it being a mess up because you thought it was. So did you start thinking, oh, I hope he doesn't mind that I did that, or he's really sensitive, or he's really secretive, or this is probably meant to be a secret, I've done the wrong thing? That sounds like you just do a whole lot of I do the wrong thing thinking. So say I don't do anything wrong. He doesn't care. Everything's forgiven and forgotten. He doesn't mind that I did that. He knows he can trust me, etc., etc. Sorry, guys, my hair today is fucking nuts. Hi, guys. Stop giving your power away to old shit thoughts. Yes, guys. Please, guys, come over to YouTube if you're in TikTok. Don't be stuck on TikTok thinking I'm going to answer your questions. I'm just putting this on so you know the course is live at subconsciouslaws.com. We're over on YouTube. YouTube. Come over to YouTube. There's 87 people on YouTube and 49 is going down. 49 on TikTok. Come over to my YouTube, subconsciouslaws.com. What affirmations should we say if we want to be married to SP? Well, imagine you're married, darling. You can have visualizations of being married. Imagine your honeymoon. Imagine what your life would be like together. Just a mundane day of marriage. You know what I mean? What have I got on my fingers? Oh my God. But also affirmations like we are wonderfully, blissfully happy. We're in a happy marriage. I love my husband. He loves me so much. I love being married. I love being wiped up. Whatever affirmations suit you, darling, to do with that. I see SP tomorrow. We are strangers at the moment. So what can I do to get us to talk tomorrow? What are good affirmations? Just say we talk all the time. Imagine you together. Imagine you chatting. Is she on? I don't see live. Oh, yes, I'm here. Morning, Loz. Started watching the course last night. Do I need to print out the whole workbook at once? Okay, now this is a really good question. Some people are getting really confused about the workbook in the course. So, guys, I'm just discussing over TikTok and YouTube, anyone who's bought the course. On the course video, I talk about the workbook as 50 pages, but I've actually split up the workbook into sections that actually go with each part of the course. So each video module will have a new PDF for you to download. It will say, the first one on the first video will say introduction. The next PDF will say workbook part 1. Then the next part will say workbook part 2. Download each individual page, like each individual part, so you're not jumping ahead. So you just download it each time you get to the next module now. You don't have to print it all out at once. And also you don't have to print it out. You can actually type it in, because what I did was after I made that video, I found a way to actually allow you to edit inside the PDF. So you don't even have to print it out. You can just download it into your computer or your phone, type out into the boxes where the written sections are, which only starts from part 4. The rest is a book. It's written material. And then you can type it in there and press save, and it will save wherever what device you're on. Okay? We can put the workbook all together as one big workbook if you want, but I thought it would be easier to do it that way. And Jen and I are discussing it at the moment, because some people are not reading the instructions, jumping ahead, not seeing the workbook, and going straight to the assessment. Guys, none of you, if you bought the course, should be doing the assessment first. What do you think I've made all the videos for? If you haven't watched the instruction video and you haven't read the instruction PDF, I don't know how to help you. It's like you've gone to IKEA, you bought a piece of furniture, you've ripped open the box, you started putting it together, and 5 hours later you go, I don't understand how to do this. And then it's like, bitch, did you read the instructions? Oh, you didn't? That's why you fucked the furniture. Some of you are fucking getting this course by not reading the instructions and watching the instruction video. Not you, Nat, but a lot of people are writing to me, I can't see the assessment. It's on the next module. I can't see the workbook pages. Yeah, it says very clearly, each page has a section that you need to download. Some of you are getting very confused. It's split up, so you're not jumping ahead, okay? And if you guys are confused by that, let me know, and we'll put it all in one workbook. But that's really annoying, because then you have to find the page you're at to know which section's going with which video. It's much better to do one part per video, one PDF per video, okay? But none of you, I don't want any of you to get to the end of the course and then realize there was a workbook you didn't download. Do you know how long it took me to write that fucking workbook? Well, we have a solution to fix it. Jen is just telling me. Okay, so if any of you are confused, we can do it as one workbook too. Hi, Loz. Manifesting people in and things. Hang on, what's this? Excited to dive in after this live. It's me. I didn't read the introduction, just watch the video. I got it now. Fuck me. You're one of those IKEA people. It's okay. You didn't see the introduction part of the workbook. Guys, Molly. Hang on, where am I? I've really lost my place here. Guys, over on TikTok, come over to YouTube. I'm not answering questions on there. I'm just live so you can listen to me talk. Come over to YouTube, guys. Subconscious Loz, okay? Because it's YouTube Tuesday. Always happy to see you. Oh, Loz, I'm saying I'm good enough. I'm too important to lose. I have no competition because I'm special and one of a kind. Help with worrying, a boyfriend cheating on me again and wanting someone better. Darling, you need my course. Where's that coming from? That thinking that you're not enough, or that thinking that other girls are better than you. It's coming from somewhere, or you've got trust issues because you're abused or something. It's literally got nothing to do with them. What's it got to do with it? What happened to you as a kid where you feel not good enough, or you got abused and you can't trust your boyfriend? And if he cheated before and you haven't seen him differently and you still can't trust him, either you're going to have to find a new guy if you can't get rid of these trust issues with him, or you're really radically going to have to see him differently as a guy you can trust. Change the story of him if he's already cheated. Again. You're saying cheat on me again. So if you change the story of him in your mind, you clearly haven't. Really work on that. Hi, Loz. Unfortunately, my old negative thinking happened and I pushed SP and you told me it's best to take some space and time to think. Brianna, we haven't spoken for a week now. It's been overloading. Overloading what? On my self-concept and I'm having big birds for land. I got approved for my own apartment. I was supposed to move in with SP and got a new job yesterday. Wonderful. Do I let him come to me or reach out any affirmations? But guys, I don't know what to do in the 3D. Only you can make the decision about what you do in the 3D. I'm not going to give you advice about what action to take. I'm a manifestation coach. You got to do everything with your mind. The action doesn't matter. It's what you're thinking about the action that matters, Brianna. You can go and contact him and it can all go tits up because you think it's the worst thing to do. Or you could contact him out of confidence and it'd be great. I can't give you advice on that. And anyone who does, and anyone who tells you to take action and they know you should take action, isn't in your mind and know what you're thinking. So they can't possibly give you that advice. The advice I can give you is, what are you thinking about the situation as to why you have to be the one who contacts? Or what are you thinking about the contact? Like, I hope this goes well. It might not go well. Well, I wouldn't be contacting them at all if you're thinking that. I would assume the end that you want before you do anything. Is it normal to feel tired from doing a lot of reprogramming work? You can, guys, but maybe you're overdoing it and you're doing it the LOA way and saturating your mind like a banshee and you're doing that bullshit 10,000 affirmation thing and turning into gobbledygook in your mind, and your mind's going, what's this shit? Are you doing that? I hope you're not doing that. Hang on. Kate Clubber, Loz, I had a passing thought. Oh, hang on. TV223, Loz. So I've known some all high schools we dated twice and have love for each other. So he called me twice trying to have sex, but the first time he got sick and the second time he was just calling to see if I was in the mood. I just want to happen. ATP, I don't know what that means. I drop hints when I see him on campus, letting him know to call me so it can happen. Why are you dropping hints? No. We're not dropping hints. We're sending them thoughts. Guys, why are a whole lot of you doing things in the 3D in here today? No. Should I call them? I'm dropping hints. I'm doing shit. No, none of you should be doing shit. And if you are, what are you thinking about it? How many affirmations are too many affirmations? I have 10 affirmations in total. That's great, including the ones from the course assessment and the ones I had myself. That's perfect. Guys, don't overload yourself with too many affirmations, but also I say a ton. So it's up to you. As long as they're ripping on a theme, guys, the repetition is key, but 10 I think is a really good number. But there's no like set number. What's this? Hello. On my self-concept, and I'm having BBLs. Oh, I saw that one. Hi, Loz. Is it okay to fight/flip off thoughts? I heard it doesn't work. Says who? We're changing thoughts, darling. That's how we get into the new state. There's a whole lot of dumb bitches teaching you, get in the state, and then they don't tell you how to do it. Okay, bitch, how do I get in the new state of me? Oh, well, you have to change your thinking. Well, how do I change my thinking? Oh, you've got to have new thoughts. Well, isn't that kind of like flipping an old thought? Oh, yeah, it kind of is. I didn't explain that bit to you very well, did I? No, you didn't. Why are you just saying get in the state and not explaining to me how to do it? Oh, you've got to have new imaginings. Well, don't I have to visualize new things and think new things and imagine new things to do that? Oh, yeah, I didn't really explain that to you properly. I'm not telling you to flip every single little thought you've had in your whole life every day, all day long. I'm just saying get in the new state. But sometimes some of you might have to flip your fucking thinking because it's so rubbish. You've got to drag it out the trash and flip it. Yes. I'm really sick and tired of hearing this. You don't have to flip your thoughts. I know you fucking don't, but some people here really do. Some people aren't at the stage you're at. Like Manifesting with Kimberly, I love her. But she's at the stage where she doesn't have to flip her thoughts anymore. Are you at that stage? Are you at the I'm in the God state stage? If you're not, you might have to flip a few thoughts. You might have to concentrate on what you're imagining. You might have to be on top of your thinking, your mental diet. Neville never said, oh, just have a new thought, be in the state, being, and then just think shit all day. A lot of people are teaching you, get in the state, but they're not teaching you that you have to have a good mental diet to stay in the goddamn state. And I'm not telling Kimberly off or any other coach. I'm saying the coaches are in a state that is good. Are you in that state yet? If you're not, you might have to flip, change, negate a few old fucking thoughts, Danielle. And I've seen a few of these fucking coaches saying this, and I'm like, hello, some of your viewers are at beginner stage and they haven't flipped any fucking thoughts yet, and you're telling them just bing, magic, get in the state. How do I get in the state? Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot to give you the instructions on that. Hey, Queen Loz and Loslings, hope all is well. Nothing to talk about. Writing is, everything is perfect. Oh, what okay. Trying to Trying to just come for that, but I want to spend time with me. TV 223, you've got a story that you just want sex from you. So until you get rid of that fucking story, that's all he'll want from you because that's your story. And you've got a story that you have to distract him or get his attention or call him because he doesn't want you for anything but sex. So until you change that story, ain't nothing going to change. Are you working on your self concept or are you just asking me questions about what you want him to do? What are you doing? A lot of you in here aren't working on a self concept today, and I've got a self concept course out. You might need it. Starting work on the course today, it blew my mind to see what my dominant fears were after the assessment. Oh, good. I thought there was something completely different. A lot of you do. A lot of you would come on to calls with me, those of you who had calls with me, and would say, I've got an abandonment fear. And I'd say, really, let's see about that. And by the end of the call, you didn't have anything of the sort because your psychologist was a moron. A lot of you are being told a whole lot of wrong things, or you don't actually know what you're thinking back there. Hi, Loz, one of my favorite manifestation coaches. Oh, thank you, darling. Hi, Loz, just bought the course. Can't wait to get started. Oh, wonderful, darling. So make sure you download all the workbooks on each module and each part. Hi, Loz, how to date other people while affirming for marriage with SP. You just do, darling. You just think, oh, this is lovely. Oh, my husband's at home. Trick your mind into thinking you can do whatever you want, darling. I love winter as well as nice, yummy treats, warm apple cider, and favourite soups. I love winter too. Hi, Dylan. And the amazing snows once a year, even got to witness thunder snow. Beautiful. Yeah, I love it when it snowed in London. It used to be so exciting. Winter can be romantic. Every season is romantic. Yes. So what do you think about it, guys? Loz, I hate summer. Like, to me, it gets too hot here and I can't stand it. Loz, how to manifest a job as cabin crew after being rejected multiple times. Well, just see yourself as cabin crew. See yourself walking down the aisle. Coffee, tea. See yourself doing it. See yourself in the uniform. See yourself with your little suitcase walking through the airport. See yourself doing that, darling. Just go to the end. I've been affirming for a week. SP loves me, chooses me, and then I'm worthy of love. I'm loved. I'm chosen. We're getting together tomorrow after a long break. He was texting me tonight and flirting. Oh, Gary, you did that? Just going there with your queen energy, darling, and the queen crown on your head, and imagine it's all going to go great. Oh, thank you, Jess M. Just appreciate you. Oh, thank you for the super chat. I think I know which Jess that is. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much. You got a question? Put it in the box, darling. Where am I? Guys, if you're on TikTok, make sure you come over to YouTube. That's where I'm answering the questions because it's YouTube Tuesday. Oh, guys, hello. I finished the course and it's amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, did you, Ivy? Oh, wonderful. Someone's already got to the end. Oh, great. Well, I guess it's not very long. I mean, I tried to condense it so it didn't go for hours and hours and hours of your life. I'd rather you got the answers in an hour and a half than, 2 hours than spend 5 days on it. Who wants to spend 5 days changing their life when they could spend 2 hours on it? Where am I? I told you on TikTok, we love your wild hair. Oh, God, it's gone wilder and wilder. Fucking ridiculous. I was confused for a sec. Yes, I'm on both here and lose your hair. I know it's gone crazy. I need to get to the hairdressers. Stat. What's this? Lana. Hey, Loz, I decided that I don't want my SP because it was hard for me to let go of the old story with him and completely focusing on myself and manifesting new fresh love. But now he's watching every Snap story I post. My account is public and sent me a friend request and didn't even accept. This is insane. Sometimes when you get rid of that old story and you think, oh, I don't even want them anymore, that's when they come back. And people say, oh, it's the letting go. It's not the letting go. It's that you got rid of all the fearful thoughts. You didn't give a shit about them anymore. And then they're there. Hi, Penny. Carly, part 1. Hi, Loz. My SP and I used to be fully committed. Then we broke up, but continued to sleep together. I've done that before. Now I know issue was not feeling chosen. We're seeing each other again soon. How can I navigate the sexual relationship when the relationship is undefined? How long should I wait? Well, darling, what you've got to do is imagine that he loves you, and that's why he's around you all the time. When I did that with an old SP, we slept together for 6 years after we split up. 6 years. How unchosen did I feel? On and off for 6 years. How stupid. And we're best mates, but I always saw him as wanting that from me and not. I had a story when we got together that he was still in love with his ex-girlfriend. I've had a lot of these guys that are still in love with their exes, right? Or just split up with people. So I never saw myself as chosen by him from the start, and so I was never chosen. So what's your story you've held about you and him together, or why he doesn't choose you, or why you aren't chosen because there's something wrong with you or you're not enough, and then change that thinking and the whole thing will change. If I had changed that thinking about him in the relationship, not only would we have not split up, we probably would have stayed together. Like we would have been together that whole time. You've helped me so much. Bought the course. SP and I live long distance. She said she's not moving. I want her closer. How can I affirm us closer and live together? Oh, wonderful, Chelsea. You bought the course. Okay, great. So get through the course. Understand what your core issues are. You'll know. Then you'll realize why the long distance is bothering you or why she said she's not moving closer. You'll understand that it comes from either feeling like you get ignored, feeling like you're not chosen, feeling like you don't get the love you want, that things never work out for you. Whatever your dominant thinking is, then you can change that so you can think differently about the situation and not see her as not choosing you, not see her as distanced from you, not see her as not wanting you, not see her as not loving you because you feel loved, you feel chosen in yourself. That's the point of the course. Okay. So you've got to pinpoint how you're thinking, why you're thinking that she said she's not moving, I want her closer. Okay. So maybe you've got a dominant story, I don't get what I want, or things never work out for me, or you've got a dominant story, I'm not chosen. There's something there that's allowing her to reverberate back out in the 3D, I'm not moving close to you, or I'm not moving, you've got to come to me, or this isn't going to work out, or this is just always going to be long distance. You've got some story as to why things won't work out. So what is it? That's what you need to work out. That makes sense? So in the course, do you know what, have you got to the bit with the assessment? Tell me. I worked hard on self-concept and created a loving hot SP. This past week I'm getting cold, but I haven't really had negative thoughts before then. Could it just be me reading it as cold? Yes, guys, you're reading whatever is cold. They could do the slightest, tiniest thing and you think they're ignoring me. I remember my old SP once was on his phone on TikTok and I just remember thinking, oh, doesn't he want to spend time with me? He was on my bed on TikTok while I was making dinner and he didn't come out when he got off the phone. And I thought, oh, he's ignoring me. He was just on TikTok. He just got in a TikTok cycle. And I read a whole lot into it. Oh my God, it means he's ignoring me. It means he doesn't want me. Don't do that. Hi, Lois. How can we stop overthinking every time I don't get the reaction I feel maybe I should? Nonchalant next time I see him. Doesn't matter how you act, darling. Where does the overthinking with him come from? Guys, you can act as nonchalant as shit, but in your mind's going, he doesn't love me. He doesn't want me. He's leaving me. I don't care. And you can act like this. I don't care. And your mind's going, guys, it's what's happening in here that matters. This is fake. This is phony. They read you. It doesn't matter what you're doing out here. They hear this. They see this. They feel this. They experience this. Ah. Why are you guys in here asking me what to do in the 3D today? A lot of you aren't getting this. I don't care if you act nonchalant. I don't care if you ring them. I don't care if you run around campus with your undies on your head yelling Beetlejuice. It doesn't matter. It's what you're thinking about what you're doing that matters. Hi, guys. I'm over on YouTube. Could you explain how growing up with strict parents goes with feeling not good enough? Well, it feels like you always do things wrong or you always have to be perfect. So that was strict telling you the way you're doing things is wrong. There are rules, you must follow them. And if you don't, what happens? You get punished. So punishment means you've done something wrong, so you must be wrong. Strictly needing to have your studies done or you look right or you have to be perfect. And oh, you're not. So you've done something wrong. Then you feel not good enough always because you got told off or told you didn't do things right. Or you had to be better than you are. And what you are is not enough. I think I found out what was my main issue in a way, but when I try to affirm I'm enough, it feels too vague and I'm not sure. Well, then think about why you feel not enough. I feel like I'm wrong. I feel like I do things wrong. I feel like I fuck things up. I feel like I need to be perfect. What makes you feel not enough? What about you? And then change that, flip those. Thanks for clearing that up. I was confused. So I didn't see it. Oh, that's right, darling. Would it be okay to affirm my dominant thoughts manifest? My thoughts create my reality. Hang on. Whoa. Oh, thanks, Stephanie, for the super chat. Oh, Stefan. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you so much. Do you have a question, darling? Where am I? God damn it. I've just missed my spot. Oh, where the hell? I've really lost my spot here. At this point, I was at ATP. Guys, I'm in my 40s. You can't be doing these millennials speak with me. I don't fucking understand what you're saying. Christ. Where am I? I've completely lost my spot here. Oh, okay, here we go. Would it be good to affirm my dominant thoughts manifest, my thoughts create my reality? Everyone is thinking that I'm what I'm thinking. As I'm saying, I'm so good at manifesting, as if my doubts matter. Yeah, that's great. Say all those things like I'm so good at manifesting, I'm a master manifester, you have no free will, all those things. Got part 4 today, decided to wait for a new day. That's where it gets real. Ah, what am I doing? You got to part 4 of the course. Wonderful. Loz, I saw my old thoughts come up after Wednesday night when I met up with my SP, feeling like a friend with benefits, even though he pursued me, regrouping right now. Do that, Paula. Don't even jump to that conclusion that that's what you are to him. Don't even think about it. Get rid of that. The assessment made me cry, really hits home. Looking forward to finishing it. Unrelated. Can I manifest not needing a root canal after x-ray showed that I do? Yes, darling. Just decide you don't. Say your teeth are perfect. Yeah, the assessment can be very, very emotional. Affirming new concept, affirming our new story, and knowing it's done. We are together, especially because our desire for us to go to Halloween party. Any words of motivation would be appreciated. Look, guys, you can think about Halloween parties and stuff, but that's kind of the how. That's the steps to you together. Does it matter if you're married in a year's time? Does it matter if you went to the Halloween party together? It doesn't. But you can imagine yourselves together. My mind thinks I'm uglier than what it actually is, and my face and body, when I look in the mirror, I see I look fine. I also lost a ton of weight, so maybe my mind hasn't caught up. Where could this be? Look, read this book. Oh, I can't get it because it's on my under my phone. Psycho Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, or get my self-concept course because you've got some self-image issue, self-concept issue where your image of yourself in the mirror is different than what you actually think about yourself. So you could lose all the weight in the world and still be a fat girl in the mirror in your mind. Get rid of that. I am beautiful just the way I am. My body is perfection. I have the ideal body. My face is gorgeous, etc. If you feel insecure about a specific feature, do we affirm for only that thing or do we say affirmations for you as a whole? You'll find anything wrong with yourself if you're not good enough. You might think your nose is too big or whatever, but you can also affirm for that feature, yes, but you got to work on your core self-concept. The dog was just saying to follow the directions. Need this self-concept course more than ever. Oh, good. Nat Cohen, I can't type in the workbook. I tried last night. Happy to print it out and not look ahead. I've already figured out a few things. Oh, okay. So are you trying it on your phone, Nat? You should be able to type in the workbook where the boxes are. It's only where the written part is that you can type in. Maybe it's a computer issue. It definitely works. Okay. It's only in the parts where there's boxes that are grey where you write things. It's not on the other pages where it's just writing. Or maybe it's a phone issue. Maybe you're having trouble doing it on your phone. I'm not sure. It's very simple to follow and very well thought out and laid out. Bravo. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Is it? Because I was a bit worried when people are like, I can't find the workbook or blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, I thought I laid this out really well. It's freaking out. I still have problems getting into wish fulfilled. My husband and money. Can you give me examples, please? For a husband and money. Well, that's because you're self-concept. So you feel like you don't deserve the husband or the money. You don't feel worthy of it. So how can you imagine? This is why I focus on self-concept so much. So many people go to the wish fulfilled, go to the end, ding, magic. And it's like, yeah, okay, bitch, but in the meanwhile, my brain fights me for all the reasons why my husband won't love me or why I won't be married or why I don't have the money or how the money always leaves, etc., etc. So it's very hard to get in the wish fulfilled when all this shit's going on. That's why I'm called subconscious laws, not manifest with. Are you working on you or you're just trying to get in the wish fulfilled? That's why the wish fulfilled often for a lot of you is very difficult. I love the course. It's really easy to follow and love the workbook being split into sections. Oh, okay, you like it being split into sections. Okay, good. And it also stops you from jumping ahead and seeing all the other stuff. I don't want you jumping ahead. That's why I did it that way. I will just leave it like that. I'm still getting used to your live schedule and when I'm able to come along. Oh, Todd, it's random at the moment, but YouTube Tuesday is always the same times. Okay, 9 p.m. EST, and then it's 8 p.m. Australian time the night before on the Tuesday Australian time, which is 10 a.m. UK. There's 2 sessions. Okay. And then Facebook Fridays around the same time, but that varies in the Facebook group. I'm trying to manifest SP. Should I not be dating on dating apps right now? Darling, you can fuck a million guys for all I care. It's literally irrelevant. Doesn't matter what you do in the 3D. It's what you're thinking about it that matters. If you think it's a bad idea, it'll be a bad idea. Loz, oh, I saw that, KP. Thank you. Hi, Loz. Manifested people, things, but in my intrusive thoughts take over. You don't have intrusive thoughts, Kate Lover. How have you been here this long and you're still saying bullshit like intrusive thoughts? Take over no matter how hard I try and keep them away. Yes, it's just called your subconscious, darling. It's a fucking asshole. And I don't want it happening anymore. I don't want to lose those things. What do? Stop assuming you're going to lose them. Stop saying you've got intrusive thoughts. Start getting a handle on your fucking mind and not allowing any of those thoughts in. Guys, you can't just let the intrusive thoughts intrude on you. Think about the word intruder. Okay. If I was in my house and there was an intruder, what does that mean? It means they busted through the door, unbeknownst to me, illegally and intruded upon me. That's how you're describing. You're thinking, oh, they've taken over. No, they haven't taken over. You've got to take them over. I've got to jump on the intruder, wrestle them to the ground, and call the cops. Some of you aren't fucking doing that. Oh, they're taking over. The intruders in my house, they're just taking over all my furniture. Well, imagine if I was sitting here, guys, and a thought came in. Oh, intruder busted through the front door. He just started taking all my money, all my furniture, all my belongings, my TV, just walking out the door. See you later. And I just sat here. There's an intruder in my house. I'm not going to do anything. I've got my phone right next to me, but I won't ring 911. I'll just let him take everything. I'll just let him take over my house. That's what you guys are doing with your thinking. Also, another thing, I realized that I feel people leave me there for feeling not good enough. I don't know if growing up with strict parents made this come about. Yes. I guess the belief that I do stuff wrong and people leave. Yes. Did you get the silent treatment when you were younger? Did you get put in time out? Were you told to go to your room? Were you shunned in some way and punished in some way for doing things wrong? I don't want to affirm I don't do stuff wrong. I guess I need more affirmations of that. I don't just want to affirm I don't do stuff wrong. Okay, but say there's nothing wrong with me. I'm perfect. Rip on that. Add to it. Whilst I'm kind of started to lose interest into a guy I'm manifesting, is that normal? Yes, guys. When you don't like them anymore, that's really when your self-concept's really working. So a way of detaching from the feeling of when it will come about is just living life normally. I don't tell you to detach from the feeling, Cindy. Who are you listening to? I tell you to focus on the end and not worry about the how. That's not detaching. When manifesting, you don't have to obsess over it or try and force things. Exactly. Oh my God, and my ex is now having our kids weekly over the holidays. I've been saying the kids are his priority, etc. He used to only have them fortnightly. Oh, lovely, Nat. God, wow, he's really changed. Hi, Loz. I was going to go out for Billy's game with friends and then got text better off you not come here, ex with new girlfriend. I was in the best mood and just got so sad. What the fuck? I was doing great with living in the end. Oh, no, darling. Why do I still get so sad when I hear about him at their party? Because you want to be with them and you love them. That's why. Guys, you'll be thrown by the 3D every time. He's an asshole. Okay? I know how hard that is. Okay, you got to live it together in your mind, decide it together in your mind, and either be around them or not be around them. Either way, you've got to let this win, not out here win. I haven't heard from my SP like I usually have, and the first thought that comes in is that I did something wrong, then I know I didn't. I guess I have to fix that before I affirm for SP again. Guys, if you're constantly beating yourself up, thinking you do things wrong, think you're fucking it up with your SP, there's a problem there of you thinking you do things wrong. Yes, I had a coach tell me not to flip thoughts, and I was so confused. Okay, so what, you're just going to keep the old thoughts? You're replacing the thought? Are they using the word replace, or they just want you to get in the state? What were they telling you to do instead? What were they telling you to do instead, Muller? Because I just find this fascinating that people are so dumb that they're saying things like get in the state, but they're not educating you on how to do that. Okay, bitch, but how? I'll just get into it. It's like going to swimming lessons and the person goes, jump in the pool and swim. And you go, I don't know how. And they go, well, I don't know. Just be a swimmer. Be in the end of being a swimmer. Get in the state of swimmer. And you're like, I'm fucking drowning in here. And they call themselves coaches. They're meant to coach you swimming so you can swim. I was had a passing thought of trying to find out what my subconscious blocks are, and I had a dream of my parents abandoning and not choosing me. I have a strong feeling this is my block and I need to go hard. Well, guys, if you're having dreams and it's a memory and it might pop up for you and be like, I think that happened, then it's all being revealed to you in your mind. That's great. So work against that. Work on that. There are some great things in the 3D, like Loz. Oh, Todd. Thank you, darling. Oh, my God. Loz has been such a wonderful voice for me. Oh, Nita, how are you, darling? I'm sitting for ages. So once we figure out our core self-concept after your course and really work on reprogramming those beliefs through affirmations and visualization and inner combo, our life will be golden. Well, I guess so. Does the course have affirmations or whatever beliefs we have discovered? So that's why somebody wrote today in the Facebook group, can't we just have the assessment? And I'm like, no, bitch. The whole point is to do the whole course, understand this, and get the affirmations and the information that goes with each thing you discover about yourself. I go in depth about each fear. You can't just do the assessment like, bing, I know the answers. No, you don't. Have you watched the rest of the course yet? Have you read the rest of the workbook? Have you done the rest of the work? Guys, look, there is no magic pill to manifest and get your golden life and be golden. But I'm telling you right now, once you change your thinking, everything will change because you are creating your life with that dominant thinking you now have. So living consciously. Once you become consciously aware of what you're thinking and you change what you're consciously thinking, out here will naturally change because it's a reflection. If I went and washed my hair right now and then put makeup on, I would look different than I did before. I have consciously become different here, and the reflection is now different in the mirror, isn't it? So once you change, the reflection changes, and the reflection is here, out here. That's how it works. How long that will take, no one knows, but that's how it works. So, yes. Yeah, that's like telling someone just project to protect yourself and assume that you know what they mean, protect yourself. I know, guys, it's just astounding to me. I feel so good in knowing that my SP and I will be together, even if there isn't movement in 3D. Guys, there is, you just can't see it. There is, you just can't see it. Keep telling yourself that. If I plan on hiding a guy I'm just talking to in the beginning in case I don't like him and don't want to embarrass myself in front of friends that I attracted a guy I don't like, is this still a belief things won't work out for me? It's also a belief that you've got something to be embarrassed about. Why would you need to hide him or be caring about what other people think? Why are you caring so much what people think, Cindy? Hi, Laws. I keep manifesting somewhere to stay / a holiday home / motel hotel. Do I need to be more specific owning my own home? I keep telling myself I'll find somewhere, so I'm definitely getting that. Well, just see yourself living where you want to live, darling. See yourself having a home, whether it's a motel, hotel, or a home. See yourself with a home. Go to the end. Is it normal to have memories fade of the old story working on rewriting it? That's the point. You want it to fade. You want to not remember it. That's why a lot of people, when they get real success in the group, they say, I can't even really remember the old story now because it's faded away. I started less than a month ago. I've been crushing self-concept affirmations and also SP. I affirm every time you see me, you throw your arms around me. And today he hugged me as soon as he saw me. Ah, Danielle the Manifester. You are Danielle the Manifester. So lovely when they verbalize exactly what you're affirming or do exactly what you're affirming. It's so shocking when it happens. You're like, yes, Loz, I think I have a deep sex story. Buying a course. Hopefully I can really figure this out. No shit, Whitney. If you think that's all you're good for, you'll assume every guy wants you for that until you change that thinking. I know girls like that in England, and I used to listen to them talk about men and think, you've got such a shitty story about yourself being used and you're not seeing it. And that's why you're manifesting all these kind of guys into your reality and you're just not getting it. And they'll go, guys are shitty. And I'll be like, no, you're thinking shitty about yourself. Can you talk about wanting to be celibate but manifesting SP? We can be anything you want, darling. It's your decision. So you can decide that celibacy is the best route, or you can fuck a million guys for all I care. It doesn't matter what you're thinking, what you're doing. It matters what you're thinking about it. You can do that if you want, but you don't have to. Hi, Kay. Ah, Christy, congrats on the course. Oh, thank you, darling. Nope, just appreciate you. Oh, Jess, so no questions. Oh, thank you, darling. I know SP is going to message me, but I think it's taking longer because I keep looking for the text to yell at me. Guys, if you keep looking at the 3D, you're going to mess this up because you're telling your mind it's not here. Yes, it's going to be amazing and hot. Lol. Thank you so much, Loz. Oh, good, Gabby. Loz, is it okay when I accidentally think of a third party, I think of myself as third party instead, like I switch out the faces, or should I not think of them at all? Switch out the faces if you're thinking of the bitch, darling. Do whatever you can to not think of her, yes. Self-concept is all you need. Yes, Nita. Olivia, I was affirming I'm always chosen and a modeling agency wants to sign me immediately. Oh, wonderful, darling. Sign you immediately. Oh. I've added romantic now affirmations for SP and good enough and worthy of commitment. I'm divorced, so I don't know where this story might be from. Abused as a kid by ex-stepdad, but I say that's old me. Whitney, that's where you're getting the I get used for sex thing. If you got abused by a stepdad, there's your story on a platter. What you should be affirming is, I can trust the people I love with my heart now. I know they're not going to hurt me. I know they're not going to use me. That's the old me. I get treated beautifully now. All the men in my life treat me beautifully. That's the old Whitney. It's good that you're thinking the old Whitney, but can you see the correlation there between what happened and what you're still thinking? Love your vibe so much. Oh, Rachel, thank you. My SP also gave me a sweet card a few days ago. I was chasing him, but once I started manifesting, I stopped chasing him. Now he's chasing me. He told me today, I are about you, right? Oh, how cute. Okay, just got off the phone with SP. He's still saying he's moving to New York and wants to make himself happy first. He says he loves me, but his mind isn't really in it. Oh, well, you've got a story that his mind isn't really in it. You've got a story that he's going to distance. You've got a story he doesn't want you. So that's what he's reflecting, darling, unfortunately. Why are you still thinking that way about him? Why are you still thinking that way about yourself? Or have you completely changed the story and it's just not reflecting yet in 3D? How can I get rid of an ex who won't leave me alone? Oh, I've got one of them. Um, just decide he doesn't bother you anymore, darling. Decide he gets a clue and realizes there's no point. That's what I've decided. I've decided he's going to stop ringing me because he realizes just it's useless. It's fruitless. It's pointless. He's wasting his time. Uh huh. See him happy with someone else. Um, do we have to take action? No. Working on my facial dysmorphia by affirming my face is beautiful the way it is, but normally always wear face masks to hide my face when I'm out at work, etc. Should I stop? Okay, it's like saying I'm manifesting for a perfect body and then I'm still binge eating. Be brave, darling. Take the mask off. See what happens. See how you feel. Try it. I had to stand in front of my mirror naked for almost a year, telling myself I look beautiful until I really, well, not a whole year, but for a whole year, I've been doing that on and off every morning to get rid of my body dysmorphia. And I don't like looking at my naked body. And now I do, which is amazing to me. I never did. It's up to you, darling, how you deal with it. Kayla Rain, I've been affirming and sorting through my old beliefs and brung this about, oh, okay. Well, sometimes your old beliefs might be rearing their ugly head and things happen in 3D. Yes, I have fear 1 and fear 3. All right, Chelsea. Well, now you know what you need to work on. Work on those. Loz, I would love to see you and Kim Velez collab together. I think it would be so delightful and amazing. Oh, that would be lovely. I love Kim. She's so lovely. Hey, Loz, I had a dream about her once. I had a dream that I went to her house in Florida. It was the most bizarre dream, and I remember it so vividly. That I went to her house in Florida. It was pink, and it was made of wood, and it was this huge mansion. And I went inside, and I couldn't find her. And then there was this giant shark tank with fish and sharks in it. And then when I went on the other side of the shark tank, I could see her, and she was there recording videos. And I was like, "What do you got a shark tank for?" And she goes. I said, "Oh, why have you got a shark tank?" She said, "Why not?" And then I left. And when I left, the front door was open, and there was music playing. It was the fucking weirdest dream. I must tell her one day. I can't remember what this song was playing. There was all this music playing when I left the house. It was so odd. And she had a dog. But this is before she got a dog. She had a dog there. And I remember thinking, Kim Blair's doesn't have a dog. And then she got that dog. Where am I? Hi, Stephen. Yes. Hey, Loz, bought your course and I'm taking it slow. Good. Kind of nervous about what I might uncover, but also super excited to see what I find. Oh, Mayuri, don't be scared. Look, guys, some of the writing out your childhood stuff might feel emotional. Some of you might not because you're just like emotionally detached from the whole thing. Some of you might be affected by the assessment. Some of you might not. Some of you might be affected by the MP3s, like the meditation at the end, or I find that meditation really helps me. But some of you, each of you might have different feelings about it. So don't be scared, Mayuri. Don't be scared. We split up because he's started up again full time. He's a chef, so I felt not prioritized. His work is still so crazy and hectic. Do I just affirm being prioritized and chosen? The relationship was perfect at the beginning. Thank you. Yeah. Well, darling, you started thinking, oh, he doesn't spend enough time with me. He's working nights. He's always tired when I'm in the daytime. He's tired. La la la. Because of this work, he's not going to be prioritizing me. This job means I'm not the priority to him, and so you're not because you decided that. Stop thinking that. My brother is a chef. He's been a chef for 25 years. His fiance doesn't feel unprioritized because he's a chef. He goes away 4 weeks at a time and they don't see each other for 4 weeks, every 4 weeks. She doesn't once think, he doesn't prioritize me. She thinks, oh, he just has to work. What are you putting on? What sticky note are you putting on what he's doing and what it means about you? Doesn't mean shit. Just means he has to work. Right? What would my fear be if even nothing in the 3D bad has happened, but I don't hear from SP for a day or two and then I get triggered? Why is that? Did you get ignored as a kid? Did someone abandon you? Did you not get the love and attention you need and you weren't given enough attention? So whenever someone doesn't give you the attention, you freak out. You need that kind of validation that they're thinking of you. What happened to you as a kid? I saw that one. I think it's a lot of the not chosen, not worthy. Okay, well, work on that, darling. Work on that hardcore. How do I find a way to make money doing something I'm really passionate about? Say things like, I love my job. I love my working, my passion. People are so jealous of my dream career. Say things like that, darling. You don't even have to know what it is. How do I find a way to make money? I saw the one. It's amazing to have a coach. Oh, what's this, Todd? Oh, God, it just jumped. Good God. It's if you. God, these are really jumping. Sorry, everyone over on TikTok. Guys, remember, I'm on YouTube. It's YouTube Tuesday. Come over to YouTube. Subconscious Laws. It's in my link tree. It's amazing to have a coach who is actually honest about their manifestation history, current experiences. Love your work. Oh, thank you, Todd. Well, I try to be honest about it. Oh my God, I made the live. I thought I missed it. Oh, Olivia, Beetlejuice. Oh, why do I always use that example? Most people probably don't even know that movie. But just in the movie, don't they say if you say Beetlejuice 3 times, he'll appear? Isn't that what happens in Beetlejuice? Although I thought they were making a remake with Johnny Depp, Winona Ryder, and Michael Keaton. That would be amazing after the trial, but it didn't happen. But I heard that. I thought it was so good. Hang on. Is it enough to say SP loves me because I'm lovable and we have the perfect relationship? The rest of my affirmations so constant. Yes, that's great, darling. Wonderful. And you guy I've been talking to hasn't talked to me in a couple of days, and my mind goes straight to maybe he fell down a well over and over. That's great, Natasha. My subconscious really needs to accept other things so easily. It's really going to the well belief straight away. EFT tapping works? Question marks. Guys, it'll work for you if you believe it's going to work. Okay. It's just you really saturating your mind with certain things. And the tapping, people say it's like meridian points. I don't know if I believe that, or I just believe that it's the actual belief in this works and this is going to work for me that works. It's like blowing cinnamon across your living room and saying it's going to bring you abundance or whatever. It's your belief in it. But yes, it will work. What would you say for people who have made past mistakes and want to forgive themselves? I forgive me. I don't do things wrong. I'm not wrong. There's nothing wrong with me. I forgive myself now. Okay, I made mistakes in the past, but now I know better. I know better. I do better. Fuck the past. Doesn't matter. The past doesn't present who I am now. It doesn't say who I am now. It doesn't matter what I did. Hello, it's been 9 months since me and my SP apart, been persisting, and she broke up with 2 third parties, but now she is posting. She does not want to get close to anybody for a while. Please help. Stefan, why are you putting everything in capital letters? It's like yelling at me. You sound scared. Darling, have you worked on your self-concept of why you feel like you're going to be left for other people? Okay, so if there's a lot of third-party problems, that's a deep core wound of feeling not good enough and comparing yourself to other people and like you're not enough as you are, so they're going to leave you for someone else, or you actually got abandoned as a kid and you're going to assume every partner's going to abandon you. But it sounds more to me like you feel not good enough, like you put her on a pedestal, you think she's the greatest thing since sliced bread, you think you're less than her, and therefore you think she's going to choose other people. So what's your core wound of feeling not good enough? Where's that coming from? What are you going to do about it? Because you have to change that and then banish the third parties from your mind and see you and your SP together. Things going so well for me and SP. I manifested his divorce, which is pretty huge. Oh, Olivia, did you? We're in love pretty much in a relationship, but he said he can't commit. Should I play harder to get and affirm? What's playing hard to get got to do with it? That's your thinking that you have to do things. See yourself as married, darling. See yourself as in a committed relationship. Feel chosen. Playing hard to get won't stop your mind from feeling unchosen. I'm going to play hard to get. I'm going to manipulate him. I'm not going to text him first. And your brain's going, yeah, but bitch, when you're a kid, you made it feel not good enough. That's why you ended up with the person who was married in the first place. Don't you realize you've got a deep core wound of feeling unchosen and unprioritized and that you're not enough? So what's doing things in the 3D going to do? What's manipulating him going to do? We're still running back here with this thinking that you're not enough. That's how you got in an affair in the first place. Or with a person who hadn't divorced yet in the first place. Manipulate him all you like, Olivia. This is still running. This is happening. This is how you got in that relationship in the first place. Guys, that's what my course is about. Megan, I spoke to my business loan advisor and the location I want to rent is within the loan budget, and I'm going to look at it within a contractor on Monday to make sure it will fit the standards needed. Want to make a firm that they agree on $1,200 a month for rent. Isn't it wonderful that I got the rent I want? Isn't it wonderful I got this so cheap? Isn't it wonderful that I have my space that I want? I love my location. I've got the perfect location. I got this so easily. Imagine telling a friend how easy it all was and what you got. Because I feel good about myself, but what caused me to feel like I need validation that makes me feel good enough? For example, a compliment. I don't, then it makes me have thoughts that I'm not. You've got this thing where you need validation from other people, darling, either their approval or you're worried about what they think. You've got to stop that. I don't seek approval anymore. I don't need anyone's validation. I validate myself. Loz has also shared how she had to do some work on thinking she always triggered people and she had to change that for, guys. It's not even just the triggering people. It's thinking I upset them. It's not even, I don't think I'm going to trigger you necessarily. I think I'm going to upset you. And I worry about upsetting people. And that comes from me thinking I do things wrong, but also because I used to upset my mum so much. And my household was very yelly, screaming, and everyone was upset. Everyone was always screaming. So there's this constant upset there, and he never knew when one minute everyone's going to be getting along, and the next minute everyone's upset. Like my dad when he stays here, one minute he's fine, next minute he's blowing off about something. Oh, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, fuck, no wonder I fucking feel like I'm going to upset people all the time. You get upset at the moment's notice. Ain't got nothing to do with me. But then I think, oh, what have I done wrong? If I upset you, and then I'll upset creators and people in the Facebook group and whoever because I've got a dominant assumption, oh, whatever I say will upset you. I worked hard on self-concept, created a loving hot SP. The past week I'm getting cold. I've seen this one. These millennials with the Game Boys and Walkmans and Face Talk. Loz, where were you while I was in my 20s 20 years ago? I would have built up SP and skipped my slutty 20s searching for affection for anyone. Oh, Tanya, but where was I then? I know what you mean, darling. Look, guys, I wish I'd known all this earlier. I wish when I went to psychologists, they figured this out for me. I wish I'd worked out all this stuff. But sometimes I think you have to go through life and figure things out to get to this point, to get to the point where the student is ready. A lot of people come to me, and the reason why they don't want to listen to what I have to say is they're not ready to hear it. You're ready to hear it now, darling. That's all. You wouldn't have been ready then. Back in my day when I went to school, we had no tablets and whiteboards, and oh, God, me either. I had to hand in all my essays on a piece of paper. There were no computers. Well, there were, but we didn't hand in our essays like that. I manifested my grandson having pretty calm and relaxed day for him. He normally would be triggered from not wanting to leave, but he came out of his appointment calm and happy. Oh, wonderful. Hi, Isabel. I successfully revised a whole situation today. Did you, Gloria? Do tell. To the person with the root canal question, I did that years ago. I kept saying, they made a mistake. My tooth is perfectly healthy. It turned out that way to mix up with the x-ray. Oh, mix up with the x-ray. Yes, that's great. That was fine. You about manifesting. Oh, wow, you did that perfectly. I manifested long hair, and I love having long hair now. Yes. I went on a job interview last week, and I haven't heard back yet. What should I tell myself so the job can be mine? I need the money so I can get your course. Okay, stop saying you need the money. See yourself with the money. So a lot of you are coming on the Facebook thing saying, I wish I could afford the course. A lot of you need the course because your shitty thinking about money is making you think you can't afford the course. Right? Imagine having the course. Imagine being in the state of, I loved Loz's course. Loz's course helped me so much. I got to the end of that course and I know what all my core problems are now and I know what I would need to work on. Isn't it wonderful? I finished Loz's course. Go to the end and not even worry about how you're going to get the money. And someone could gift it to you. You could afford it because of the affiliate program. Okay. And you get money back. Like, guys, there's an affiliate program in the course, just so you guys understand. If you pass it on to enough people, you'll make your money back. There's plenty of ways to do that. But don't worry about the how. Go to the end if you've done it already, Demarian. You've already done the course. How did that feel? Oh, I'm so relieved I got to do it. My dad left for a week when I was around 4 or 5 years old. He just disappeared, and my mum and I went to file a missing person report. Oh, wow. I thought it affected my mum more than me. What can I affirm for? Of course it would have affected you, darling. Can you imagine being 4 or 5 and your dad just disappeared and you had to file a missing person and you think he's dead or something? Holy shit. No one would dare leave me. I'm too important to lose. I'm too special to lose. They always stick around. They're always here for me. So those things, darling. Stefan, why are you yelling at me in capital letters and repeating yourself? I submitted a fake document. The officials got onto the scam. I revised what would happen when I got to my turn. The officer let me replace the fake document with the original. No consequences. Oh, good, Gloria. That's great. Oh, that's what you revised. Oh, that's amazing. Neville talks about state of consciousness. So the affirmations and visualizations are just to help us stay in the state. Question mark. Yes. What are you conscious of being? That's why I say to you, anyone who's not teaching you that manifestation is what I am. What am I? What am I thinking about me, other people, and the situation? That's my consciousness, what I'm conscious of being. I'm conscious of being alone. I'm conscious of being rejected. I'm conscious of being the person who fucks things up. I'm conscious of being unloved. I'm conscious of being in a relationship. I'm conscious of being loved. I'm conscious of them being around me all the time and loving me and being here for me. That's what I'm conscious of. That's all it is. And how you get to that consciousness, the new state of you, what you think about you, is the techniques. And they're not techniques, it's just new imaginings, new thinking. I manifest a dream life, and after some trauma, it's taking longer. Well, stop saying it's taking longer and because of the trauma, this XYZ's happening. Stop saying you had trauma. Stop saying it's taking longer. Stop saying that. Hi, Loz. What are the 4 fears? I've gone into it quite a bit already, but now that the course is out, I won't discuss it because it's actually going to ruin your results. So I can't really discuss it until you've done the assessment, right? So I'm not going to talk on that so much anymore because it's actually going to ruin people's results. It needs to be a blind test. If I start saying fear 1 is this, then, and I really don't want any of you, by the way, going in the Facebook group and going, I've got fear 1. Fear 1 is you're literally going to ruin it for everyone else. Okay? I love that analogy. Okay, good. Loz, there was a coach on live earlier talking about you when someone asked about you and they said they blocked you because you insulted them. Oh, was it Charlie from Manifest with Charlie, or was it Embody the State? Was it either of those people? Charlie got insulted because she said everything she learned from me. And I said one day, that girl copies me. And I didn't realize she was on the live. And then she got all insulted. And I said, I've heard you say a million times, you learned everything from me. And now you're saying you didn't. And then she blocked me. And then Embody the State, totally misunderstood a video I made, watched it 3 times, still didn't understand it, and chose to make a whole 2 videos bitching about me. And then instead of replying to my reply video, just liked all the people's comments who bitched about me on his video. So he's a triggered bitch. So who are you talking about? And if I insulted them because they're an idiot, yeah, they're probably an idiot, like a really bad coach. Who was it? Because it won't be any of the people I recommend. I don't insult the people I recommend. But if you're a bad coach and you're giving bad information and saying things like you can manifest people back from the dead, I might have a few things to say about that because you're misleading people and you're an idiot. Your explanation of how your thoughts create the actions in the 3D made me realize I manifested a third party. My SP is now talking to a third party he met on holiday. He is home now and things are a bit off. Okay, so stop thinking he's talking to her. Stop thinking he cares about her. Stop thinking she's even in your reality, darling. Get rid of her thinking completely. Thinking about her completely. I have been seeing his name, birthday everywhere. I like to take it as a sign, lol. It's better to affirm in morning or night or for how long. It doesn't matter how long, doesn't matter when you do it. It matters that you just change your thinking. Guys, morning and night is good because as you're waking up, falling asleep, you're kind of in a drowsiness. Okay, that's why that's a good time. And there's no set number of times, okay? It was a girl called Persis. And she said you commented on one of her videos before and said you told her she doesn't know anything about manifesting and you said she's stupid. I've never seen her videos in my whole life. I've never seen her videos. That girl blocked me ages ago and I don't even recognize her face. When people ask me about her, I don't even know who she is. I don't even know her face. And Sasha sent her to me, or picture, or someone sent a picture to me, and I said, I've never even seen that girl in my life. So she's making up stories about me writing a thing on her video. I've never seen her videos in my life. And if I did, and I wrote a comment about this doesn't make any sense, yeah, I've heard a lot of stories about that girl not making sense. She's also the girl that Manifesting with Kimberly thought was me. She made a whole video about a girl who told someone that her baby daddy leaving her was her fault, and it wasn't me, it was Persis. Then a whole lot of people on Manifesting with Kimberly's video rampantly abused me in the comments thinking it was me. It wasn't me, but let me give you the tip. That girl Persis is modeling herself on me, but doing it in the wrong way. And she's yelling at people on lives, apparently, telling people it's their fault and totally misunderstanding law of assumption. And then stupid people are thinking that it's me. It wasn't me. So I think that girl she's got a burner account. She's watching all my content. She's modeled herself on me or something because she's trying to be me, it sounds like. So that's why she's doing that. So if she's got a story she's telling you about I don't like Loz, she's actually a girl who I've never seen. She's blocked me from the start, and a lot of them have burner accounts. You've got to understand, guys, I've seen people blocking me, and then I find that they're watching me on other accounts. Now, why are they doing that? Why can't I see their videos? Either they're too scared I'm going to make a comment about them, which I hardly ever do, or they're actually copying me and they don't want me to see it. I've never seen that girl in my life. And when someone showed me a picture of her, I didn't even recognize her. So how can I have possibly written that? So that sounds like bullshit to me, darling. It sounds like she's been watching me for a really long time. She's then copied everything I say. She's modeled herself on me. She's become harsh and tough love and says things are your fault and totally misunderstands law of assumption and then is trying to be me. And then people are mistaking the way she teaches or thinking it's me when people talk about a coach who said it's your fault. I never said that. And a whole lot of people in Manifesting Kimberly's video were assuming that was me. It wasn't me. It was that dumb bitch called Persis who is getting things wrong and not understanding law of assumption at all. And I've heard a lot about her from people coming in here saying, I'm confused by her. I'm confused by her. Yeah, she sounds fucking confusing. She sounds confused. And if she's bitching about me on her lives, well, I've got a right to say something about her here because I've never ever seen her work ever. I've just heard a lot about her being very confusing. And people are confusing her with me. I'm not her. No one's me. If you're struggling to believe your current, oh no, the TikTok live just died because my phone died. Whoops. Sorry, TikTok people. Live just completely died. TikTok is paused. Oh, you know why? My phone just died and I've got no charger here. TikTok's dead. You can tell them if it's still there. Hang on. You're struggling to believe your current affirmations. Would be affirming after each one. I believe, know this to be true. That's great. I believe this. I know this to be true. I know this is true. Say anything that will help you, Todd. Absolutely. The coach just told me to get in the state and they don't need to affirm anymore. Okay, but did they explain to you how to get in the state, Muller? What the fuck? Get in the pool. Swim. I can't, miss. I'm drowning. I'm drowning here. Just swim. Get in the state of swimmer. What's wrong with you? Fuck, guys. Who are you listening to? SP works overnight, but trying to affirm he prioritizes me and he always makes time for me because right now it's hard to see each other. Any advice? Stop saying it's hard to see each other. Stop saying he doesn't prioritize you. Stop saying he's not making time for you. Stop thinking that the overnight situation is causing a non-priority situation. So I was just sitting there with my negative thoughts before I found you. Oh, darling, I don't know how to get into the state, so thank you. I didn't know how. You've got to change your thinking, guys. The state of being, you've got to understand this is what states are. State just means the place you often return to, your dwelling place. How you get there is what you constantly think about you. That's your self-concept. So your dominant self-concept thinking causes your state of being, who you are. So what you dominantly think and believe about you to be true causes your state, the place you most often return. It's like a mental state of the nation, the state that is the current now state, where we are now. Where are you now? What are you thinking now? That's what state means. Or how do I get there? Well, I can't be thinking the old thoughts that I used to think and be in the now state, can I? Thank you, love you. Oh, you're welcome. Loz, I did something terrible. Went to my SP's house to spy on him and found out there was a third party in his house. Anyway, the third party went outside after a while and saw me. What if she tells SP she saw me? Don't even think that she even knows who you are or saw you or anything, darling. Just think, oh, I won't be doing something silly like that again. She didn't see me and he doesn't know anything about it. Don't worry about it. And if he did, he thinks it's funny and cute. Did you miss my super chat? Oh, Jess. No, I saw it. Did you ask me a question? Oh, I saw this. No, I didn't see this, Jess. Okay, I do have a question. My dear friend, do you send me more money? You didn't need to send me more money, Joe. My dear friend thinks he needs hip replacement and he's always in pain. Affirmations, I want him to be well. My hips work perfectly. I didn't need a hip replacement. My hips working fine. That doctor was wrong. My hips work perfectly. I don't have any pain anymore. My pain has subsided so easily. Day by day, I feel better and better. Tell him to use the Joseph Murphy healing tape and tell him to say those affirmations and see himself walking without pain, doing whatever he couldn't do right now, whatever he can't do right now because of his hip, like walking up staircases or going on bike rides or whatever it is that's hurting him. Tell him to imagine himself doing that over and over and over again, whatever he can't do right now. Hang on. That's why I love the fact that you're making them do the workbook along with the course so they can't try the workaround crap. It helps me so much in learning trust the process. Guys, you've got to do the workbook at the same time as the videos, otherwise it won't make sense. How do I revise so it never happened? Is this circumstance that's going to mess up my manifestation? Only if you think they will. The only circumstances that mess up your manifestations are the ones you think will mess them up. She's still reading chats. Oh, yeah, sorry. Loz, I love your blunt and direct nature. We have similar coaching styles. Oh, do we, darling? Don't think about anything regarding the Halloween party. Just focus on self-concept, how I'm already with SP happily. Well, you can do that, darling, but that's really the how. Does it matter if you go to Halloween together? It's up to you, darling. What's other affirmations for I'm chosen? My brain automatically like chosen for what? Yeah. Okay. So use something else like I'm loved. I'm always the girlfriend. I'm always committed to. I'm never left out. People are always there for me. Anything that sounds like you're chosen. Go to a dictionary and look up different words for chosen. I might do that one day for you guys. Come up with some different synonyms for chosen. I've manifested an annoying ex away from me just simply by saying, so glad. What did you do? So glad what? Oh, I missed it. God damn it. I can't. Oh God, this really jumped. Put the chat in slow mode so it's easier for you to navigate. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Slow mode. I don't know how I'm going to get the course, but I know I am. I love you, Loz. So excited. It's such an amazing feeling. Oh, what am I doing? Just imagine yourself with the course. I suggest taking notes of the videos for quick reference when you have doubts or want to double check things. It also forces you to think slowly about what Loz is saying. I'm a manifesting nerd. That's a great idea. So as you're watching the videos, take notes. It's a good idea. Where am I? Remember what Loz's been saying about give everything good meaning? Yes, guys. What if we really can't remember what happened to us as a kid? It doesn't matter, guys. Just leave those sections blank and just go to the assessment if you really can't remember anything. But if you really try hard, you'll remember some things. It'll probably come to you at the end of the course and then go back and write it in. The penny dropped the other day when I realized my SP lives the way I should. I am the one that can chase. He repeated everything I said. Now he's busy with his work and his baby. How do I reverse? He lives the way I should, and I'm the one that can chase. Okay, well, I don't really understand this. He's busy with his work and his baby. Well, start saying you're prioritized. Start saying he spends time with you more than anything else. Plus, can you go to your seat? Okay. Tap the like button. There are 116 people here, but only 29 likes. Oh, thank you, darling. 139 now. My SP slept with someone the other night, and at first I joked about it, but now I feel sick to my stomach. I've been in the persist with my affirmations. I reacted at the end of the night. What do I do now? Darling, that's just a whole lot of you feeling like they don't love you, don't want you, you're not wanted, not chosen. Just banish that thought from your mind, revise it, or imagine it doesn't matter how you acted and see yourself together, okay? Loz, can you make your answer to my question a short TikTok video for SP and abuse self-concept? Can you make your question so you can watch it again? Yes, like you can also clip this. You know, you can clip videos for yourself. So if you're watching YouTube, you can go to clips and clip the bit that, or timestamp it underneath, just timestamp in the comments, and you can always go back to it. So in order for my self-concept to change, I need to affirm all day. No, when I get negative thoughts. You don't have to affirm all day. There's no set rules here, guys, but you want to be thinking new thinking to get you in the new state or imagining new imaginings. I've been affirming for self-concept. I'm still spiraling when I hear other people getting their manifestation. Okay, well, then you probably do have to affirm or visualize a lot if you're still doing that, darling, if you're spiraling a lot. Loz, hello, Linda. Loz, when I manifest my beach house, I will have to invite you to see it because it reminded me that, yeah, I do want a beach house. Oh, wonderful, darling. Loz, I don't know where I would be without you. So thankful for you changing my life. Oh, so many lives. Oh, thank you, Sophie. What's the first step to manifest a partner if you've never dated? See yourself coupled up. You don't even need to know what it would feel like. You just imagine it. Imagine romantic movies. See yourself in those scenes. Imagine someone's arms around you every night. What to affirm to get rid of coyotes in my backyard? Oh my God, Amber. Coyotes. Oh, wow. I don't have any wildlife in my backyard. They keep away. My backyard is coyote free. Coyote. I'd love to have coyotes in my backyard. Well, except I suppose if you had a cat or a dog, that's probably not a good idea. If I loop a conversation, USP, I could have tomorrow. Is this worrying about the how? Because I'm imagining specific conversation being the reason we're talking. Well, it kind of is, yeah. Don't go to specifics too much about tomorrow. I was trying to word it right, budget, it doesn't matter. My SP is back, but he told me he don't know what he's doing. What do I say to myself? He knows exactly what he's doing, and he's doing me. So that's something. Good evening from New Jersey. Oh, New Jersey. Just jumped over from TikTok. First time here. A friend recommended I follow you. Self-concept is a whole new idea to me. Oh, wonderful, Peter. Welcome. So, darling, all self-concept is your ideas of yourself, what you think of you, what you think is true about yourself, okay? So all you need to do is change that and everything will change because everyone's reflecting your concept of yourself. They'll feel about you how you feel about you. If you're lost, get my course. And it will really cement everything in one place. I agree. I'm ready now. Good, Tanya. How important is visualization from thoughts? I'm a strong visualizer, but sometimes I have thoughts that are just words and I hear internally. Well, guys, you're going to visualize anyway, regardless of whether you're consciously doing it or not. Your brain kind of visualizes things while you're thinking. It doesn't really matter if you're doing it or not. Trying to force it. Don't try and force it. It'll naturally happen. Yes, welcome, Peter. I think you've seen but didn't answer. Work hard on self-concept, created a loving hot SP, but last week I'm getting cold. I told you to stop thinking they're cold. But I haven't really had negative thoughts before then. Could it just be me reading as cold? Yes. I feel lucky that I found you at 17. You gave me the opportunity to help prevent childhood wounds from continuing to enter my adult life. Oh, wonderful, Cindy. Wish I'd found me at 17. Here's an idea. Actually see yourself giving Loz a success story about her course. Exactly, guys. I did Loz's course, and weeks later, my specific person came back and told me everything I was thinking about myself, that I loved and wanted and chosen, blah, blah, blah. I can't believe how magically that worked. And it only took exactly. Absolutely tells you all the time to change the outside and not do the internal work. It's like pissing in the wind and trying to say, stay dry. Who's this? He who? Loz, there are two girls at work, myself and another girl. Everyone seems to talk to her. She even closes with the managers, can't help but think she's prettier and more interesting, and I'm shy. Well, stop saying that, darling. Everyone talks to me. I'm chosen above her. She's no threat to me. There's no competition in my reality. Dr. Joseph Murphy says, just affirm when you think about the topic. Yes, well, he's big on affirming, and never was big on visualizing. Just let them watch you blow up and let them give you the evil eye. Why do so many of these new coaches have a problem with you? Because I have a story that I trigger people. So some silly girl was writing on my TikToks yesterday called something, Goddess. She was saying, Loz keeps going on about this old story and she's very rude to coaches and she should. And I was saying, bitch, I felt like saying, listen, you dumb bitch. Are you listening to the video? I'm telling you how this is happening. How this is happening is based on me. And another person called Operant Power is also commenting the same thing. And they don't understand that they're the operant power of their reality. So they shouldn't be called that. If I'm the operant power of my reality, aren't I operating how people are seeing me? So if I'm triggering a whole lot of coaches because I assume I'm critical and harsh and blunt and they're not going to like it, then they're going to retaliate. And people are going to be on live saying they don't like me or making up stories about I commented on their video when I never fucking did. I rarely ever comment on people's videos, by the way. The only videos I comment on are like pop culture stuff. I don't go around commenting on manifestation people's videos. If I commented on every stupid manifestation video known to man, I'd be there all day. I did in the beginning when I first got on TikTok. Then I realized how triggered everyone got and I stopped. I did it for a few weeks and I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. So it would have to be a terrible video for me to have commented. So I think she's making that up. But you've got to understand, I've got a dominant story. I trigger people, so they get triggered. So until I get rid of that story, there'll be coaches who I love, like Manifesting with Kimberly or whoever, who have a problem with me all of a sudden when I never did anything wrong. Because I've got a story, I do things wrong. Right? See how this works, guys? My stomach, can you hear that, guys? I'm not saying Manifesting Kimberly's got a problem with me, but there were people in her chat having a problem with me, okay? She also thinks she's an award-winning coach. Where's she getting the award from? From the universe? What? The manifesting Oscars? What the fuck is this bitch on about? Where'd she get the award from? Show us the award on the live then, darling. Go and hang out with that other coach who can bring people back from the dead. You can bring us your awards and they can bring corpses on. You can both hang out together and tell us how great you are at coaching. Thank you for all your advice and giving us your time. We love you. Oh, thanks, Olivia. It would be an honor for us to see my videos. I've never shared your videos with my students. I'll do that, darling. They are eliminating you because you are blowing up and amazing, and she's just trying to get views. Oh, guys, look, when haters come, you know you're doing something right. I remember saying that to Sammy Ingram once, who now has a problem with me. And I said, darling, don't worry about it. It means you're doing well. And she went, oh, yeah, thank you. That's true. Who the hell has the time in the day to block a burner account and watch you and bash you? This is where the people have crappy lives they created themselves. Guys, it's funny. I've found them. You know how I found them? And it wasn't by me searching. I did this by accident. So I'll tell you how I discovered this, okay? So there was one girl called Flora who somebody was asking me about in a Facebook chat. And she said some ridiculous advice. And I went, what? And I said, let me find the video. So I went to go and find this video. And straight after that Facebook Live, I couldn't find her on my TikTok. Now, I'd seen her a million times. I knew exactly who she was, the girl with the big boobs and the braces. I knew exactly what her face looked like. Couldn't find her straight after the Facebook Live. So either she's in my Facebook group secretly or someone in my Facebook group went and told her that I said, that's ridiculous what she said. Then she blocked me. So then when I searched her name, I found her on another account. And I went, well, why has she got two accounts? That's very strange. Then I realized all the people that blocked me, some of them, if I search their name on TikTok, I can't see their account, but I can see them because TikTok knows you and will show me their other account. So all the coaches out there who are watching me on other accounts, you know that I can see those accounts. It's a bit silly. And if you're threatened by what I said on a Facebook thing, in a private Facebook group, well, get a thicker skin. It's a discussion in a Facebook group of which you are not a member. Unless they are members. Hang on. She said you randomly commented one day on one of her videos and she said she was shocked. I've never seen this girl. And she said you are harsh and mean to people and that people who have come to you, came to her and talked about you. Lots of people go to other coaches and talk about me because they're butthurt. And then one day they realize that coach is talking rubbish and they come back to me and say, oh, sorry, Loz, I now I'm ready to listen. And I say, really? And also someone on a live commented that you said someone that they manifested themselves being sexually abused. Did I really? When would I ever say that? Guys, some people really mishear me. Really mishear me. It's just like astounding to me that what happens, guys, this is what happens when people listen to me. It's because they don't want to hear what I'm saying. You've got to understand that when I say certain things I don't want to hear, like if you don't change the story, if the opposite word being if you don't change the story of your SP, you'll be manifesting the old story. So they think, oh my God, she's saying I can't get my SP. No, stop. Take the lens of childhood off your eyes while you watch this video again and open your ears. I said the word if. I'm teaching you law of assumption. What you dominantly assume to be true, so the old story is still running, will then be true. And anything you're doing here to work on your mind is going to be negated by the old story you're still telling. That's how the subconscious works. If you got abused as a child, yes, you might end up in an abuse cycle later in life because you've got a dominant assumption that you get used and treated badly by people, and therefore you end up in an abuse cycle. And that's how abuse cycles start and perpetuate until the person decides that they're not a person that gets treated like that anymore and they see themselves differently. Did they mishear that and think I was saying it was their fault? I never said that. I'm telling you how law of assumption works, how the law works. And any coach who is listening to someone's complaint on their live, like that Embody the State guy did, and said, oh, no coach should be saying you can't manifest your SP. Listen, dude, you watched the video 3 times and you didn't hear me say you'll negate the new story with your old story because your mind is listening and that's how the law works. You didn't hear me say the word if and you watched it 3 fucking times. Open your goddamn ears and stop being triggered. Take the lens off your eyeballs and read things properly. Listen properly. You guys have got to understand, when people get triggered by me, this is what I'm trying to teach them to do. And they're all still seeing the world with these on, the old lens from childhood, their old triggers. And because they're still got the old triggers over their eyeballs, the old thinking, they're not going to hear me. They're not going to see. They're not going to understand. They're going to give me, she's saying this. No, I'm not saying that. And that's what I was trying to explain in a story I was telling about me recently, that someone in my manifestation group completely misread text messages between us. And I kept saying, no, that's not what I mean. But already they decided, she's saying this. She's saying this. I'm leaving. Dude, I wasn't saying anything that you thought I said. Like, nothing, not one thing that they thought I said did I say. And they ran with it because of this. Because of this. That's what my self-concept's about, my self-concept course. This is your self-concept. What are you seeing the world through? Change it or your world will stay the same and you'll get triggered like a bitch all the fucking time, especially by people you love or people you care about. Loz, how long will your course be available for? Forever, darling. Lifetime. There's no limit. I will go to your TikTok and let them know. Let them know about that the phone went off. Also, someone on her live commented these eyes as if I would ever say that. I have the screen recording of live. Oh, do you? What, the one that I was just doing then? Hey, Loz, I have a success story. Last night, my SP messaged me asking how I was doing. She ended up calling me and we spoke for an hour. Oh, he ended up calling me. We spoke for an hour. Oh, yeah, the TikTok live went bung because I've run out of batteries. When you were affirming for your body dysmorphia, did you affirm, I now know my body is beautiful the way it is? Or did you just say my body is beautiful the way it is? I'm not sure for facial dysmorphia. I said it's beautiful just the way it is. I'm wonderfully made. I'm perfect just the way I am. I'm perfect. I said it as if it's already happening now. I was doing a course, and when I was forgiving SP and myself for the old story based on my childhood, SP asked to take me away next weekend after I read out loud all that I wrote to forgive. Oh, really, Nicole? Oh, what a success story while you're doing the course. Oh, that's wonderful, darling. SP asked to take me away next weekend after I read aloud all that I wrote to forgive. So you'd forgiven him in your mind, and the reality changed. Wonderful. My fears were 100%, 100%, 85, and 70. Oh, okay. So the first two fears are really dominant for you. So they're your dominant ones. So concentrate on both of those. And also maybe the third one. Well, the first two, concentrate on those heavily. My friend is a hypochondriac and she is literally manifesting every illness. She also doesn't believe in manifestation. How can I affirm for her? Oh my God. Hypochondria is all with your mind, and that's how they're doing it. Chondria means, hypo means like extreme, but what does chondria mean? Chondria causing? Hypo causing? It's like they're causing it. I think that's what it means in Latin. I'm trying to think. So she's got to understand that the word means that she's causing it. That's what it means. You're dreaming it up in your mind and you're causing your own illness. So of course that's manifestation, isn't it? Tell her to go look up what hypochondria means in the dictionary and in Latin. Then she might understand. I'm wanting get my SP back for Halloween. How can I do it? Why is that so important, darling? But you can, but you've got to decide that you're together in your mind now already and not worry so much about the date. I'm new to your community, found you this week and binge watch your content. The way you deliver advice gets through me. Your course is amazing. I have a breakthrough all day. Thank you. Oh, I had a breakthrough all day. Oh, wonderful. Great, Twinkle Fairy. I love your name. Yes, okay, I'll do that. Thank you. Good, Whitney. Chosen, preferred, selected, cherry picked, special, wanted, desired. Oh, they're great. Preferred, selected, cherry picked, special, wanted, desired. They're great. I'm cherry picked. I'm desired. I'm the wanted one. Yeah, they're great. How do I affirm for small stuff for tests? Just like, I always see an orange car, I always get free stuff. Just affirm it once. You can affirm it once and just say, I always see orange cars. I see them all the time. I always get free shit. It's up to you. Neville Goddard always tell people. Oh, just jumped again. Hi, Megan, darling. How are you? Megan and Jenna are here. So it's because of Megan that I know Jenna, and Jenna's working with me because of Megan. If it wasn't for Megan, I wouldn't have known about Jenna. How amazing. Can we not bring up other coaches? I know most of the coaches are out for money. Yeah, guys, it's better if you don't even ask me, because what happens is I get all fired up about it, and then I talk about it, and then I look like I'm bitching about them, and then I regret it later. The website looks incredible. Oh, you darling. 10 out of 10. Oh, thank you. Thanks to Jenna. I'm amazing by the marketing and the new branding image. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, darling. Where am I? God damn it. These coaches have self-concept work to deal with. They really do. I've been following Embody the State guy, and he's not really my jam. Now I like him less, knowing his behaviors too. Well, I liked him at first, and I was almost going to recommend him because I thought his text video, like the few I'd seen, were quite knowledgeable. And then all of a sudden I thought, oh, no. He's not getting the negative part. He's not getting how the law works. He's only getting positive, positive, positive. Think positive. And then I realized he's got a self-concept issue of getting butthurt and having an ego problem. So I was like, okay, don't want to recommend him. Like, I only want to recommend people who are very aware of themselves, very aware of their own shit. Lena is very aware of her own shit. Sasha is extremely aware of her own shit. Shannon's very aware of their own shit. If they're not aware, which is what we're meant to be teaching, aware of their own consciousness, their own self-concept, then they can't teach this properly, because we're trying to teach you awareness, aren't we? Isn't Neville's most famous book called The Power of Awareness? So if they have no awareness about their own self-concept, how can I recommend them as a coach? Because we're meant to be teaching you awareness, conscious awareness, and they're not conscious of their own self-concept issues. So how can I recommend them to you? So guys got to understand. When I say they're being triggered and I can't recommend them, that's why, because that's what they're meant to be teaching. Neville Goddard always told everyone to do the inner work. Exactly. I keep forgetting he actually said the inner work. He did. SP was with me for 2 years and a month. After a breakup, he got engaged to the party. Can you, of course, help me? Oh, yes, darling. Look, you probably felt like things were falling apart, or he was pulling away from you. What were you thinking during the relationship that caused that to happen? Like, he doesn't want me anymore. This isn't the way it used to be. The honeymoon's over, blah, 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 blah. Maybe he doesn't want me anymore. Maybe he doesn't want to be committed, and then he left. What were you thinking about you and the situation? I've been following. Oh, yes, all at one. Yeah, guys, it's really no point coming in here and talking about other people's coaching, because otherwise I'll just sit here and talk about them, and then I sound like a bitch. My son's cat got out over 2 months ago and never came back. I miss him. I want him to come back. Okay, Linda, you just imagine him back. There is the only story in The Secret that I like is the story where they got the cat back. Okay. So in The Secret, she talks about how their cat went missing and they've still put the bowl out every night. When I was trying to get my cat, who's now sitting outside in the sun, my new cat, they told me that they'd sold the cat already and sent it to a pet store, sent it off to Pet Barn to be sold the day I was meant to be picking her up, or the day before. And I had to actually do what they did in The Secret because I was so freaked out. I was so worried because I'd promised Molly a new best friend that I actually put the pet bowl out. I put out the water. I didn't fill it up. I put out the water. I put out the mat. I put out the cat litter. I poured the cat litter in the cat litter tray. I imagined her here. I laid out a little rug. I got a little cat bed ready. I imagined she was coming, even though they told me there was no hope in hell that I was ever going to get this cat. You imagine that cat back home. You imagine your cat wherever he would be with your son, on the lap, on the end of the bed, purring, whatever. And the cat will come back. I promise you. That's how I got my cat. Laws would never say that. Exactly. Yes, like I explained to a student of mine, explaining it to him, if you view yourself as a victim, you'll continue to be presented with situations of being the victim until you change your self-concept. The website was incredible. Oh, you darling. No, I have the screen recording of Persis talking about you. Oh, do you really? Bless her. You know what? Send it to me and I'll tell you if I've ever actually seen the girl, because I promise you, I don't even know her face. I have never, ever seen her videos. I'm not joking. I've never seen her. Because when someone sent me a screenshot of her face and it was a little round picture of like, what did she look like? I had no idea who she was. So that sounds like a bullshit story to me because I don't recognize her face. Send it to me in my DMs. Not to bitch about her, but I just want to see if I've actually ever seen her because I think that story is bullshit. You guys did a phenomenal job. Oh, thank you. So blown away. Oh, darling. We made magic happen. Lol spent nights on the phone talking for hours. Honestly, Jenna and I were on WhatsApp for 6 hours the other day, the night before the launch. 6 fucking hours. It was like she was trying to talk herself up while putting you down and painting you in a bad light to everyone on the live. Oh, look, if she has to do that, shit on other coaches to make herself sound good. I'm not shitting on other coaches to make myself sound good. I'm telling you which coaches know what they're talking about and which ones don't. I'm not trying to shit on them. And anyone who thinks there's competition in their reality and they have to shit on other coaches to get coaching work doesn't understand law of assumption at all, because isn't the whole premise of law of assumption you're in your own reality and there's no competition to you in your reality? So if they think I'm competition to them, fuck me, they're really not understanding this. There is no competition. That's the fucking point. You're in your own reality, aren't you? Aren't you reflecting out thoughts that I'm your competition and therefore you need to bitch about me because in your mind I'm your competition, so you have to bitch about me on a live to stop people coming to me and watching me because you feel threatened by me? Oh my God, aren't you thinking that? Isn't that how the law works? What the fuck are you doing teaching this if you don't understand the fundamentals? Really think about that. Anyway, let's fucking stop talking about other coaches, please. But I swear to you, I've never seen that girl in my whole life. Because I swear someone sent me the picture. I've never seen her. One-to-one coaching going to be released later on. Yes, guys, we're working on it now, actually, already, even though I told Jenna to have a holiday. I sent you something that goes away tonight. Oh, to Megan. How can we book one-to-one with you? Okay, so we saw that one. She hasn't done one-to-one, not yet, darling. My SP said he missed me 2 weeks ago, and after breaking up with me to focus on his sobriety, it's been silent since. I know he still loves me. What self-concept issues should I be focusing on? That you're chosen, that you're the priority. That's how you ended up with a person with sobriety issues in the first place. They were choosing alcohol or drugs or whatever over you. Okay, so see yourself as chosen, special, loved by them, prioritized by them. I used to think I was better than him because I'm more educated and successful. Well, there's no problem with that, darling. What's wrong with that? I was to look like this famous person. What other affirmations going to say other than I look like so-and-so? Well, imagine you look like them, darling, rather than saying it. Like, you are truly the greatest gift we've ever received. You said in your course you didn't believe in yourself before. You are the fucking queen. We're all praising you right now. You best believe that now. Oh, Nicole. Thank you. Oh, you got to those last videos. I start getting emotional. I felt like such an idiot after I got to that. I was like, I really don't want to put this on the thing. But that little gift from my brother makes me emotional every time I say it. My SP said they were scared of me and all I wanted to do was talk. Then they yelled at me to leave them alone. I walked away, but I just want them to reach out to me because I felt so bad. I'm blocked now. You've got a whole lot of stories if you don't do things right, you fuck things up, that you're not forgiven, that you fucked up. Get that story out of your mind, darling. Got to change that. My thoughts keep saying, doesn't work, waste of time. Anything you think is happening because of manifesting is just statistically possible coincidence. How can I work through the doubt? Kay, don't be here then. You're not getting this. Telling you manifest everything. This is not something to start doing. You must have been listening to some idiots. You're already manifesting all the time. You manifested the bad situations, the shit you're trying to manifest against. You did that. Ta-da, you're masterful at this. You are a genius. You know how to do this. You already did it. Go and watch my How to Manifest playlist, please, because you're lost. And that's why you can't believe it's true. And you think it's delusional because you don't understand and you're doing it all the time. My sister is a prime example that manifesting works. She's so negative, never happy, and makes a victim of herself. I used to think she had the worst luck, but she's actually creating a life. All victims do. Absolutely. That's why I have no issue sharing others and knowledgeable on the subject, give proper guidance to folks. Yes, guys. I have a job interview tomorrow and I'm accepting that it's already mine with the money I deserve. I'm the best candidate for this role, 100%. Well, why would you ever do that? Have you considered maybe like training other coaches so you can have more relaxed coaching one-to-one experience? Yeah, I was thinking that. I wasn't actually ever going to do that. But a lot of people have asked me, and because I can only be, there's only one of me, I was thinking of maybe I might do that later on down the track as part of the Facebook group membership or something. Because we're going to have mentors in the group. And if those mentors later on feel that they are ready to be coaching, then I could do some training with them. And I made another live. Oh, you should Renee, except I'm about to hang up. All right, guys, what am I going to call this live? Because I do need to rename it, even though I've just made the thumbnail. My course is out. What do we call this? I don't want to talk about other coaches. I've talked about other coaches so much. I'm so sick of it. What do we talk about here? I am special because we're talking about being chosen. Other words for chosen. Dominant fears. We can talk about that. That's what I'll call it, guys. Okay, I've got to go because I actually am so thirsty and I've run out of liquid. So, guys, thank you so much. I'm new to your community. Found you this week. Binge watch. Oh, Twinkle Fairy, I love that. Call it I am. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I am. That's great. I will call it that. What an excellent idea, Nicole. Lodge, you skipped my comment. Oh, no. Where is it? Hang on, darling. I'm going up. Test came back 60%, 65, 30, 25. There's no right or wrong answer with this. No, it just means number 2, fear number 2 is the strongest, and then fear number 1 is the second strongest. That's it. Work on those. Doesn't have to be like 100% for each thing. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't got my self-concept course, it's out now at subconsciouslaws.com. The link is pinned on the comment here, and I'll also put it in the comments below. I'll be live on TikTok later today, and then YouTube again next week. And also I'll be bringing out more YouTube content this week as well, so make sure you're subscribed to me. All right, guys. And also you can get the free mini manifestation course if you haven't got it already at my website, subconsciouslaws.com. All right, guys. See you soon. Bye, guys. Thanks for all the super chats.